Alright, what's up guys? It's Bobby Heath, and I'm going to be doing another video for my channel, MLB 2K9 Vids. Alright, so it's been a while since I have done a video, about since April or May. A lot of things have happened this year. It is, has still not turned to 2019 to the new year on the West Coast, but it is, so yeah, it is New Year's Eve right now still, so yeah, a lot of things have happened this year. But, with that being said, we're going to get into another video, and we're going to start this game right now.
East meets West in the American League. The Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. It's the MLB on 2K Sports. The mound in hopes of bringing home the W. Felix Hernandez, if he is on, it'll be a tough day for the hitters. Safeco Field, the site of tonight's ball game. Happy Mariner fans on hand. And as he gets going against these Baltimore hitters, what do you think we're going to see? One of the better right-handers in the game on the mound right here, Gary, but a challenge for him is this lineup loaded with some lefties can get the job done if he's not on top of his game, so he's going to have to hit his spots, move the ball around, and keep them off balance. And a look at the lineup for Dave Tremblay's team presented by State Farm. Steve, how about anyone in that lineup you want to highlight? Aubrey Huff is a surprisingly good offensive player, and I think underrated in the game. Has the ability to hit for average and power and handle left-handers as well. And Brian Roberts up. He'll be starting us off here as we get this ball game.
Alright, so the game is underway. And yeah, it's my first video on either of my channels in quite a long time. You guys can check out my primary channel. It's Bobby Heath. It's my name, it's Bobby Heath. It's my primary channel, and I have just eclipsed over 1,000 views, which may not sound like a lot, but it's a big deal for me, and it's happened much faster than I would have, could have ever hoped for. All right, Hernandez strikes out Roberts, so that's going to be the first out of the game.
Certainly one of the ways to improve at home. You've got to be better than 13th in the league in runs scored. You don't get any walks. The strikeouts piling up, all bad numbers. Yeah, I mean, they didn't get anybody on base, 13th and on base percentage, so they didn't have power. I mean, every aspect of the offense struggled, and that's not going to lead to a winning season. He swings and hits this one. It's going to be fielded by Ichiro.
I thought that one was going to get away from him for a second. Ichiro back on the Mariners after being on the Marlins and Yankees for several years. Nick Markakis, since 2009, was a long time Oriole, and then he has been on the Braves in the last few years.
Start for Baltimore. Steve, as he gets going against these Seattle bats, what's his concern? Well, good quality of right-hander on the mound right here, facing a quality lineup loaded with lefties, so they're working the matchups against him. See how that comes into play. He's going to have to throw inside, back his lefties off the plate in order to get the outer third. This is below the knees, ball two. The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one. Fastball called strike 2 and 1. Sometimes you get a pitch, and if it's early enough in the count, you can just say, not this one, I'm going to wait for the next one.
Ooh, Ichiro. The very early swing on that one.
playing only 31 of the 81 games that they played there. Wide to right. Marquez is there. No problem for him. That's an easy out.
All right, so Ichiro flies out to start off the Mariners night.
The pitching struggling. They just could not get back in the game. Well, you know, they had a stat ERA at 5.15, but the starting pitching had them behind so frequently in ball games, it just changes the at-bats for the hitters. And we're going to see Chavez here. Base is empty with one away. Guthrie with the pitch. Watches a changeup.
Andy Chavez, not a very remembered major leaguer. I mean, not a bad player, but just kind of like a bench utility, backup guy. But he actually, later on in his career, played for the the Orioles, as Roberts makes the error. But he played for the Orioles and the Mets and a couple of other teams, I think. But yeah, the thing that he was most remembered for was making a great catch in Game 7 of the 2006 NLCS for the Mets, I believe off the bat of the probably the future Hall of Famer Yadier Molina in that Game 7, and the Cardinals went on to win that championship series, obviously, and then they went on to win in a sweep against the Tigers in the World Series that many call, kind of unforgettable between the Cardinals and Tigers, but the Tigers were a surprise team as they were kind of in 2011, making it to the postseason, and they made it all the way to the World Series in 2006. So, but yeah, regarded by many as probably the worst World Series of all time, the 2006 one. This man, Adrian Beltre, batting right now, has retired, and he was, one of my favorite players on the Rangers, one of their core players, ever since he signed with them in 2011. His first year, they went to the World Series, but they lost, and that was they lost in consecutive years, and that was the second year that they lost in a row. And here's now the Hall of Famer, Ken Griffey Jr., up to bat.
High-speed pitch is in there for a called strike. I have to go out of the strike zone here on the 0-1 count. He tends to be very aggressive here. See if he can't get him to chase. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one to Jones.
Right, nice catch by Jones, so that'll end the first.
No runs on a base hit. They leave one man on at first. No runs put up yet here in Seattle. And here's Huff. He'll start us out here in the second. Swing and a drive.
Aubrey Huff went on to have a pretty good career, however, not very successful. The last 2 years he played were for the San Francisco Giants, and he finally got not only his World Series ring, but his lone playoff appearance in 2010 when the Giants won it all, breaking their 56-year World Series drought against the Texas Rangers. And the Texas Rangers still have not won a World Series. But the Houston Astros, surprisingly enough, they achieved the ultimate goal that any and every rebuild for a baseball team and any professional sports team has, to win it all, to win the championship. They went from scratch, basically, trading all their old guys and then getting a new farm system and bringing all those guys up. And all those guys, they got it done for them. But, so they got the first Texas World Series championship. And if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure the first Texas professional championship, in whether it being in hockey or the MLB or the NFL or even the NBA. However, the Rockets have been playing pretty dang well the last 3-4 years. But yeah, the Astros got it done though, and that was a very weird play there. Thought that was an infield fly rule, but he was unable to catch it. So that'll set up things pretty well for Matt Wieters. Hernandez hopefully, he's hoping to get out of it. See if he can.
Pitch on the way. Keeps it down that time, 0-2. He likes to try to make contact 0-2 and not get struck out, so that means you can't throw anything too close to the plate right there. Here's a swing and a liner to left center.
So that error is going to cost them. So Orioles get the 1-0 lead thanks to the bat of Matt Wieters.
Brings into perspective all of the hard work, dedication, determination that it's taken to get to this point. Congratulations. And we've got his Thuris batting. They've done themselves quite a job here.
So Hernandez really needs to get out of this.
Credit this lineup, Gary. Some quality at bats right now, and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead. Called strike. Hernandez has
98. That was some heat. Some big time heat.
Well, what I really like is their approach at the plate. They're waiting for their pitch, and when they get it, they're driving it, taking advantage of every mistake the pitchers make. Hit in the air to left center.
All right, so Carp's gonna make the catch, and that'll end the top of the second, and the Orioles take the lead 1-0.
1-0. Branyan batting now. And it's 0-1. Guthrie gets him looking. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now, 0-2. Gary's way out in front of that one there. On the breaking ball, you have to stay back in the zone and let the ball come to you.
Deep right field, Russell Branyan. Way out of here. As soon as they get up to bat, just like that, the Mariners tie it up. Russell Branyan. A guy who, also didn't have that successful of a career at all. Just played a couple of years, but had big time power. It just never really all clicked together for him. Not to say that he wasn't, a talented player, but just never really worked out for him. He played on the Indians and Mariners.
Wide, got 3 misses. One of the best pitches in the game is the fastball down and away.
Mike Carp, he played for about 5-6 years in the majors. Mariners and Red Sox and Rangers winning a World Series championship in 2013 on the Red Sox. Nice play by Ryan Roberts.
Now, Gary, the pitcher pulled the string on this one. It looks like a fastball, and then it just dies out as it gets to the plate. Good late movement. Swings over the top, and it's now 0-2. The pitcher has him right where he wants him, on the defensive. He can try to throw it out of the zone and get him to chase. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired.
Guthrie gets the strikeout, but the Mariners tie it right back up. 1-1. He hit that one in the upper deck, Russell Brandon.
Forecast tonight to be cold. Definitely it's turned out that way. And we'll get settled back in now. It's Brian Roberts in the box now. Ability to steal bases last year among the league's top 10. Hit in the air to center field.
Nice catch, Javier Lopez. Excuse me. Not Javier Lopez.
And we've got PA batting. Last time up, flew out. One out, nobody on.
Felipe Lopez.
First pitch on the way.
Might be wrong on that too.
Called strike. Hernandez has him 0-1 now. Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take. As soon as it came out of his hand, just can't handle that fastball up and away. Strike two at the knees, 0-2. Swung on, line softly towards right center. And that's going to be a base hit for PA. That's going to bring up Nick Markakis. 0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate. He pays for it. One out, man on first. Markakis steps in. Here's the first pitch. This one's going to be fielded by Chavez. That's two gone, and that'll hold the runner at first. And Aubrey Huffa blew out last time. 2 outs and a man on first. Line towards second, fielded by Lopez. Throws to first, side is retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Home half of the third inning coming up.
Jose Lopez. Excuse me.
Shot there of their manager. And he knows it starts with great
So
pitching.
he'll lead off the inning. Pretty good 9-hitter.
Now looking for the offense. And it's
He
Jose
played
Lopez
for the Mariners and I believe the Rockies.
And it's 0-1. Guthrie gets him looking. Here's a swing and a fly ball.
And what do you know? Lead off double.
Falls for a base hit. That one, a one-hopper off the wall. He stops at second. That will be a double. He's in scoring position now with nobody out. Second base occupied, nobody out yet. And it's 0-1. Guthrie gets him looking. That's a strike and it's 0-2. Time for Ichiro to protect a bit. Gary clearly had him fooled right there. Had him overcommitted, out on the front foot. Swings right over the top of the ball. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center.
Lopez is going to head for third. A nice throw by PA, but Lopez is going to get in there just barely. Nice productive out for Ichiro. He hit that one pretty well.
But at least he advanced the runner. Now he needs someone to pick him up and deliver that RBI.
And here is Andy Chavez, who's 1-for-1 with a single, and that would be very helpful right here.
And here's the first one. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on Guthrie's pitch. Good fastball right there. Let's see what he's going to come back with now. He deals. That's off the plate and low, 2-0.
Two close pitches, but both called balls. So it's 2-0.
He looks at that fastball. Called strike, 2-1. Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that four-seamer down and away. Hot shot towards the hole.
And that will knock in their run, so 2 productive outs for the Mariners, and that is going to give them the lead.
Quality solid at bat right there. This is what you want to do. With a runner on, find a way to get him in, even if you hit into an out. And we're going to see Beltray here. Offense, when you get it, well, it doesn't matter what part of the game it is. Well, they've got themselves something to build on. Now the first pitch. Smashes that one towards the
And the
shortstop.
hole is Torres is going to throw out Beltray. That'll end the bottom of the third. So the first 3 innings are done, and the top of the fourth is coming up.